I'll just let them know. Why are people complaining? This is the same song they sing, just like I said, the same song they sing every year. I keep telling them, for these guys who claim that they've been playing for 10 plus years, you know what I mean? For these guys to say they've been playing for 10 plus years or for 15 years, why now is a problem? You should have understand from a long time it's a business. Just like I understood that it was a business when I was 16 years old. It's a business. You either decide to go into the business of spending all your damn monies. It's your choice to spend your money. Nobody tell you to spend your monies. Why you gonna complain about the money and time you spent? It's been 10 years. You've realized that the prizes have been crap. You ain't gonna get nothing. Why complain now? Oh, you lack motivation? What is it? What are you complaining about? What is there to complain about? This has been going on since the beginning of time. I tell you, it's simple. Konami is a business. Konami make the broken shits. I post on all them stuff. I don't know if them not understand the simplicity of the game. Konami print broken shits. We then play with the broken shits. We then complain after playing the stuff. We complain about the broken shits. And then what happens after that? Konami brings down the hammer and ban these broken shits. Why do they not ban it so quickly? Obviously, they're not gonna ban the Snake Eyes engine just yet. They want to have some fucking dineros because it's a business. We buy the stuff and they get rich. That's how they profit from business. You think they're gonna just ban stuff like that? They want the monies. They don't give. You feel me? So when they got enough money and see a lot of complaints, they say, okay, it's time to bring in a new broken engine. Ban Snake Eye Ash. People are gonna cry. I'm like, oh my god, Snake Eye Ash banned. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Bro, it's when Dragon Ruler, if you've been around in the game for so long, I remember when Dragon Rulers and spellcasters or spell books, like, you never remember you were playing that stuff before it got hit? You were one of those Dragon Rulers players. Everybody Dragon Ruler formats. And it got hit. So what are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? It's gonna get hit. It's just a matter of time. You just have to tolerate the stuff for now. If you don't want to play, take a break. You know what I mean? Take a break. Learn how to counter the stuff. Them talking about whatchamacallit? D-shifter being a problem. Yeah. I'm talking about D-shifter being a problem. Oh, you can't. I saw the talk about you can't stop D-shifter. Cars like D-shifter can't be stopped. I'm like, huh? Dimensional shifter? I even one time contemplated if I should start crafting D-shifter and just use D-shifter upon people upon Master Duel just to see what they can do. This says, send this card from your hand to the graveyard until the end of this turn. Any card that is sent to the graveyard is banished instead. This don't stop it. So you get screwed. Okay, don't stop it. But that's what you have the finger for. Finger! Oh, in TCG they only have one finger. But you can't change it in your turn though, that's a problem. That's a problem. You can't do it in your turn. The problem is you're playing and then D-shifter. You feel me? No. this doesn't say to send to graveyard. It just said tribute from hand, so it doesn't care where it goes. But I mean, people complain about D shifter. Like rightly said, no. It says during your opponent's turn, you can tribute this card from your hand or face upon the field. That's the cost. There's nothing here that says anything about send to grave. Like rightly, a person said that the pack, he made a valid point that if you understand the meta and you realize a lot of person running D shifter, then you're a bozo. Don't quote me on this. Then you're a bozo for thinking you're gonna be a Dragon Link player in a D shifter format and expect that you're gonna win against D shifter. How you gonna? You know what I mean? If you use graveyard decks in a format where you know D shifters use everywhere, why you complaining? It's really facts. You either join the stuff, play the Kashtira banishment whatnots, or you find a way to counter them, or play a deck that can play through the shifter. It is what it is. You can't stick to a deck and be like, oh my gosh, I hate this format because these shifters. What are you complaining about? I'm complaining the fact that my Alpha Duel is singles. Singles is trash. I can complain all day. I can send surveys all day. If nothing is done, I'm not gonna complain all day that singles is trash, even though maybe all day I'm singles is trash. I just play the game because I love it. And I do respect the guy, what's his name? Nash, for saying that, for what he was saying, that he wants the game to succeed. He's passionate about the game. But when I hear the man's story upon Team Samurai about or him used to write the cards. Cause you never had certain thing back in the day. You used to write the name of the cards on paper and just play with them. I said, needs pump. You know, some man really passionate when they talk about them. So when you never have access to the real card, you write the card name and you play test with them, dog. That's serious, you know? That's serious, but that goes to show so the man really love the game and you have to have some respect for him and understand where he might come from. Cause you know, it is a beautiful game. When it comes to card games, I said I played them all. I played the Duelist. I played all of the card games, Hearthstone, all them stuff, the Magic Garden Arena, Gwent, Shadowverse, all them stuff that will come up online, and none can compare because those card games were mana based. You see me? Most of these card games were mana based systems, and they have a limit. At the end of the day, they can't keep printing cards. They have to do what they call rotation. And I was fully invested in Hearthstone. I think Hearthstone was one of my first one, and they had Blackrock Mountain, and I'm a dragon type of guy. I love dragons. Blackrock Mountain got the dragon stuff. Power flows through me. I did love the dragons. And then when my sister, the dragon got rotated, bro, out of Hearthstone, bro, my crush, you know? My crush. I'ma say no, I'ma say flip this. I invested so much time. I was a druid dragon player. I say flip this, I say I'll screw this. I don't want to play Hearthstone no more. Cause it sucks to know that your favorite deck got rotated because it was too powerful. The dragons was tough. Summon up the Ysera. You see me? The thing did tough. You know what I mean? Good times. But when I saw that my dragon got rotated, that was it. And with Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh don't have that problem of rotation. So, you know, rotation, I look down upon rotation. I understand it for the different card games, because they need it, because you're fighting against what you call power creep. You gotta have a level 4 card that does this, boom, boom, boom. Oh shit, that gotta get rotated out. Gotta try another one. You know what I mean? So they gotta keep the game fresh in that way. But with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's simple. You either ban the stuff, limit it, or ban it for life like Stratos. Remember when Stratos was banned for so long? Free my nigga Stratos. You feel me? Everybody was like, free my nigga Stratos, and it finally came back. and everybody was happy. And that's the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, they might ban things now, but eventually it might take long like Stratos, but eventually it'll come right back. You know what I mean? Just like in Master Duel here, where we saw the adventure engine got hit. It came back. It's now full power. Who's playing that shit? Nobody. Because the game is changing. Konami realized no matter how broken stuff is, they gotta keep up with printing new broken stuff to outbeat the old broken stuff. It's an ever-changing, evolving game. People want to complain about how fast the game is, one card combos, but it's just a fact of life. It's an evolving game. You know, just have to accept it for what it is. Let me come through and read these comments. I was in a. It might be a YouTube video right here of me ranting. Yeah, this clip might jump on YouTube. Oh, but nobody not come down me for this though. But people need to understand, say this is just a business. You can't complain. You complain if you want to leave, take a break. And it's understandable that you don't have the money. It's a rich man's sport. You guys are rich man's sport. You're not gonna have the money to keep up with the ever-changing game and ever-changing meta. You see me? We understand that. Just say that. You see me? I was watching a stream yesterday and people were crying about the game. They were saying, having fun, I can't even play the game, and things have changed. I think they're not understand that there are competitive players like me who enjoy the game and don't mind the meta. I don't think having fun players should demand serious ranked players to lose the game as it is. If you're a race car driver, you want the best race car or engine. If you're a basketball player, you want the best shoes and gears. Any competitive sport has some form of top tier stuff. I really miss that Chaos Synchro Dragon. And I think it was banned because people were not having fun. Yeah, because it was abused in punks. Punks was everywhere. 9 out of 10, 7.5 to 8 out of 10 games, it was just punks. Do the same wombo combo, boom boom boom, send stuff, and then they can mix it with the tournaments. Because it's dumping cards. So anything you see, this is another problem with Yu-Gi that we've realized. Any so-called foolish burial effect, that's a problem with Yu-Gi-Oh. Any foolish burial effect is a very powerful effect in Yu-Gi-Oh. This has been something we've noticed from the beginning of time. Hence why people are now still complaining about Beatrice, because they're saying Beatrice in Fiendsmith is what? Beatrice is the problem. Why is it still here? You feel because what they call a card? Laval chain. Laval chain was banned. That's all. Oops. Oh, deck editing. Oh, this is Extreme Duel. Oh, hold up. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card. Active under this effect. Send a card from your deck to the graveyard. That's all it does. Foolish Burial. And because level 4 monster, this can't even come off of the list. Who played this anymore? I guess you could say Valmonica, but it's an old card. All it does is send a card from your deck to the graveyard. And what does Beatrice does? Same damn thing. And people are complaining because it's now free. Technically it's free. What it does? Detachment material, send a card from your deck to the graveyard. That's a problem. Yeah. Because it's literally the same effect. So like people are complaining the fact, oh, you banned something just to create another one that does the same thing. That logic right there, I'm against that logic. Why are you complaining about that? Reason being is because Magic the Gathering Nah, this Magic the Gathering. But if you play Magic the Gathering Arena and you play during the different formats or different standard formats, or when different rotation time come, what I've realized in Magic, they will rotate our cards. They will also reprint or rebrand the name of cards, but there are some staple cards in Magic that remain the same or very similar throughout every format. So it's like the same concept because these cards are essential for the game. So you get so when they have the logic of, oh, you ban this card to create this, they're trying to have the same logic as Magic but not be like Magic. Magic, I think it's named Lightning Storm, the 2-mana card that says deal 3 damage to anything, quick effect. I think that has been reaching in different ways. I think one time it said 1 mana deal 2 damage. You see me? And then they say, oh, that be too weak, can't kill nothing. Them keep reprinting that card, or them keep the same name of the card throughout rotation. So you have certain cards in Magic that still the same. So when people complain about why you ban the card and you just get the same thing, so if them ban Beatrice, they're gonna eventually, not right away, but they eventually gonna make another card that does the same thing. It's just that it might just come with a different way to summon it, or a higher restriction. Because back then, when this was created, 2 level 6 monsters, we were like, we ain't gonna ever bring out this 2 level 6. That's so hard to come out. And like you're saying, why would you sacrifice 2 level 6 to bring out something that back then that was tough? But now, because Fiendsmith be like, activate spell card, boom, Luri, special summon Luri for free, link 1, special summon Fiendsmith from deck, level 6, special summon from the deck by returning the Luri back to the deck, 2 level 6 for free, Beatrice. So because it's easy now to bring out this, it's at the cost of nothing. That's why they complain. I can understand that complaint. One way to resolve that issue will be to limit, because people are calling for Beatrice ban, but if them limit the Fiendsmith to 1, GG's, problem solved. But nobody wants that, because they say, oh, Fiendsmith is, on the flip side they're gonna say Fiendsmith is cool, bro. And normally Konami won't really hit the card that just come on, because they want to make money. We need monies. You see me? You feel me? Oopsie, what is it now? I'd rather hear a player ask for support for a fun deck. They enjoy it to make it more competitive. But no, they want to keep playing outdated cards and demand new cards get banned and nerfed entirely. Exactly. Shifter's annoying, but it's something that can be dealt with. That's a Vanquish Soul tech. Vanquish Soul tech, so they say, because that's what you saw people playing. But it's, yeah. And I'm kind of glad that I'm not the only one who hate Flow on the bitches. When I hear Pac and a Team Samurai be like, if you're a Flu player, I kind of respect them for that, because trust me, I hate Flu players too. And I mean, yeah, I don't really hate, but fuck them. Flow on the beaches, just activate D shifter. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, man, watch everything. Flow on the beaches. But D shifter, maybe they should ban D shifter. It's kind of broken. Maybe not. But then again, it's like you're saying, okay, so the opponent gets to do a lot of mills and combo off in their graveyard. We can't stop graveyard stuff. Huh. Unless they reprint. I don't know. Because everything has a advantage and disadvantage. If you ban the shifter, the graveyard deck's gonna shine and be like, yay! You can't really have that. And then you're gonna have people complain about, oh my gosh, too many graveyard decks are winning games. We need to bring D shifter back. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't win, and it's just a fact of life. No matter what Konami does, people are gonna complain. You do this, you're gonna complain. While there's always a problem. It's just human nature to always complain about something. You know what I mean? You should counter shifter, or maybe I just say it should counter shifter. Maybe the Lancia. So just like how Call by the Grave knock out whatever. Maybe they should why people never said this, redo Lancia to be like during either player's turn, tribute this card from your hand. You feel me? So if it's a D shifter Lancia, you have a card that directly counters it within your turn and their turn. Problem solved. And then you can go back to saying, just draw the out, bro. Yeah, just draw the out. So I think that would be the better thing, to change Lancia to ensure it works in either player's turn. Simple, problem solved. If more people did what you did and go through the cards and find different things to address the meta. Some man my age complain about the game being changed from when it started. I was 30 when I first played Yu-Gi-Oh! And I wasn't at locals or worlds. I was just happy to get a summon skull out. These people complain. So you remember the days. Yeah, get that sentiment. You have to see someone's skull out, because them time it was all about what you call it, something, Forbidden Lands. Every time, trust me. Every time, bro. Every damn time. We're in that state of game. Summon the 1/9. Run up into that. Forbidden Lands. Cut that down. It could survive. You see me? Next phase, boop, torrential tribute set. Normal torrential tributes. Like you have a summon skull in hand and be like, damn. Good times, man. Good times. But as I said, the reason why the person is complaining, because they can't keep up with the rich lifestyle of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they expect a rich comeback or a rich rich reward. And we're all like Lorcana, they give them thousands of dollars. I did join Legendary Runeterra in hopes of winning that $10,000 cash prize. Yeah, I was seriously trying to take Legendary Runeterra seriously. However, that game tough. It really is tough. You know what I mean? It really is tough. But it was a fun game to play overall, so I never really had a problem. You know, these people complain couldn't have been in the top format of the game, because as we see now, it takes an advanced mind to play the game at the highest level. So essentially, guys back then who were at the locals and the worlds were grown men, not teens, and those grown men are senior citizens now. The difference between Master Duel and TCG, everyone can have that one card combo in Master Duel. It's simply crafting a card or investing in a pack. But people spend their gems on fun packs. That's not my fault, who invested in top tier decks. TCG people have to spend actual monies, so I understand it's more difficult to have the best deck. But honestly, in Master Duel you can create popular out of thin air. But because someone spent all their gems and yours CP on weather painters, that's another Beatrice. I've never heard that card. Which card that? The people I heard complaining yesterday were in fact comparing Yu-Gi-Oh! To Magic the Gathering. And that's the thing. I hate when people do that. Oh, Magic the Gathering this. Magic the Gathering is a great game. I'm not denying that. Is because, as I said, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the beginning of time. You know. And I never looked. You as a person who was dedicated to one game, and you know that your competitor or competitive game was Magic the Gathering, you never wanted to look at it, you never wanted to touch it. But because Arena came and it was free to play, because you know Magic the Gathering in real life was freaking expensive, free to play, yeah, I tried, and it was actually fun. But however, my overall take on my experience with Magic the Gathering is that as a fun player, as a teamy player, I've met that known, you know. Because obviously, as a competitive player in Magic, you not really have these issues because you're gonna just play your 1 mana and 2 mana cards, grow angels, grow, boom, 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 win the game, or you use a fire. You know? I remember I was playing meta one time, fire decks, just winning with 2 mana lands. You just need to see 2 mana and you win, because you top decking manas off of your deck. Pop, burn, burn, burn. But as a teamy player who trying to play 4 mana, 5 mana, and 8 mana cards, I find that I find that I'm playing against my deck more than I'm playing against the opponent. You see me? So it's like, oh, you can do what you want because I have the removals. You know, as a teamy player, you have the removals for their weak ass boards. It's just that you just can't find a monster, or you can't find that extra land just to bring out the 5 mana big beastly heal for everything. Angel card. I used to love that angel card. It's a 4 mana 5, something like that. 4 mana or 5 mana 4/5 heal. Is me just bring back your life points up and say yeah. So when it comes to card games, I have a tendency to love the healing, and especially there was a card game called Eternal. Eternal card game was one of the most unique card game out of all of them because wait, does Magic have this? I'm not sure if Magic have it, but Eternal, you had a thing called Overheal. Cause normally card game would have put it like at 20 life. With Eternal, you can heal over the 20 life. I was using like a red green type deck, remembering that, and that's a overheal. Like, bro, if I got 10,000 life points, how are you killing me in a game that give you 20 HP for start? How are you killing me? You see me? But Eternal is one of those busted games, though. I ain't gonna lie. Should try it out, but I don't know how expensive that shit is to get into. Is Eternal it name? Hold on, I'm gonna look up on YouTube. Eternal card game. I wonder if it's all still in use. Eternal card game. Not see nothing about it to blow. Oh, 9 days ago. That shit outdated. Barely any views. 7.5k. Acha. Not even 100 views on this shit. So yeah, that card game dead now. Officially. Nobody now talk about Eternal. But it was a fun game for me back then. 9 days ago. Eternal kind of play like Magic, but it was less bricky like Magic though, because shit actually worked, makes sense with it. They were like, it was like an improved Magic the Gathering type of deck way to play. Banning Beatrice will give away a lot of dust because she's unlimited and some people have more than one. Banning Beatrice. No, I'm not talking about in Master Duel. I'm talking about in real life. You know what I mean? Remember, the Master Duel thing different, you know. Some decks are really annoying to play against, but I can't say that I hate the game for allowing them. I'm grateful I don't have to face them back to back in a best of 3 scenario. Well, you said best of 3, but this is the thing I'm saying though. You know, because my experience of playing the other card games, the different card games, and why I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh with Yu-Gi-Oh is because we don't have a rotation system as well. You have a plethora of different decks to play with, a whole heap of different decks. So whenever I'm playing on Edo Pro back then, I was not facing against the same decks. You know, and that's why I said during the Dragoon era, that's the time I did take my break, because at that time everybody and their mother, all they wanted to do was Boom, bring out Dragoon. Boom, jig out Dragoon. Dragoon, Dragoon, Dragoon. It was just Dragoon, that is it. I was like, fuck this. But after that, things changed and people were playing different decks. And the thing with the other card games, once a meta is established and you go on that ladder rankings, 8 out of 10 times, or even 10 out of 10 times, you're facing off against the same deck over and over and over. And specifically, what name? Shadowverse. Because I did play Shadowverse from you see all these card games, I did play them when they first drop. You see me, cause I was in a group. Anytime a card game came out brand new, would jump on that shit. You see me? Shadowverse was one of them. It was a nice card game until they had released a Dragoon type card, and Havencraft. There was this archetype called Havencraft was amongst them. You can't kill it, you can't touch it, you can't. It's unaffected by everything. So it's like when they brought it out, you lose. You lose. You can't kill it. In order to hit the person life points, I think something like that. You have to kill the monster them first, or some shit. I don't know. So when everybody and their mother was playing Havencraft, I was like, this don't make no sense. I just quit. You see me? And that makes a bad card game. With the sense that I play a card game to play against the same deck over and over and over again, it don't make no sense. That shit lame. You see me? But then again, maybe that's why people complain about Fiendsmith, and that's the thing. That's why people call these things top tier decks. Snake Eyes Fiendsmith is the best deck, and that's what you're seeing here. Is when it comes to competitive card games, they want to play the best stuff, right? Or what people claim to be the best stuff. Who knows? Maybe Dynamorphia could have killed Fiendsmith Snake Eyes with ease, and nobody knows. But see, the thing is, nobody cares about trying to be different to defeat these meta decks. Everybody's trying to ride the wave, and whoever is leading the cast are claiming that, oh, this is tier 0, they're sheeps. I not say whoever they know, but that's the thing. People are sheeps. They don't want to be different because they want easy life. And be like, oh, this easy to play, okay. And just like a guy was explaining, the pack was saying, a man never know if to play Snake Eye. He was just going with the flow. And it's like, you can't even misplay with Snake Eyes and still win because the deck is just that good. So I understand that. That's the thing. That's a perfect example why people take up these decks, because they're easy to. This is what I always call it. They call these decks autopilot decks. You can give your grandmother the deck, give your great grandmother the deck, and that grandmother can beat anybody. Just play the cards, grandma. Or you probably should put her up on Master Duel and say, grandma, just click on the card that highlights. Just press on the highlight button. She don't have to read nothing. Boom, boom, boom. Autopilot decks. You're gonna win for free. You see me? Some decks are annoying to play against, but I can't say that I hate the game. I never heard of Eternal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of late to get into that though. I wouldn't mind being able to summon Dragoon. I can already imagine a branded Dank Magician decks. Oh boy, I'm already predicting that we will hear a bunch of crap about Tenpai when it comes to Master Duel. Grandma clapping cheeks. Yeah, and that's the thing. I said this before. When Voiceless Voice comes, it's gonna come next. You're gonna see the same thing happen. People in Master Duel gonna be like, oh, Voiceless Voice is everywhere. Oh my gosh, you can't be Voiceless Voice. But I don't think it's gonna be as terrifying as Tenpai Dragons. However, that's the reason why we watch the current state of the game in real life Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. You realize that Tenpai Dragons were not that up there. There were more Fiendsmiths than Tenpai. Snake Eyes Fiendsmith than Tenpai. So you see, remember a couple months ago it was all Tenpai Dragons, even though Fiendsmith was still dominating. or the hype around Tempire Dragons was kind of high, but that thing died down. So that goes to show you that when it comes to Master Duel, the hype might be there, just like Fire Kings and Unchained. The hype might be there, but because people are aware that that archetype can be defeated by other decks, you see me, and then you have counter strategies to the deck as well. So it only takes a matter of time, because when it comes to card games in general, you have hype and then you have reality. The hype might be there, but in reality, once the meta settles and counter strategies are in play, you might eventually see Tempire Dragon or something that's not even that crazy to be hype about. You see me? And it's all about the hype brings the popularity. Hype brings popularity, gives a lot of persons to have increased number of persons playing the same deck. You see me? So it all depends on how. Let's see how that goes whenever it comes. But as I'm saying, Tempire Dragons, when it come, it might just come for maybe a month or two, and then them introduce the Fiendsmith stuff, and then it get dominated by Snake Eyes. But it all depends on the people who want to play it though. Or maybe people get tired of playing a Snake Eyes deck though. That's the next thing. People gonna really come on Master Duel just to play Snake Eyes all the time? They're gonna get tired. Me no man I play that. Well, you really don't see me play it as much. You see me? But yeah, Unchained was definitely one of the most overhyped decks in Master Duel. Very underwhelming, because I thought that it would kind of terrorize Master Duel like Kashtira. I think Kashtira from mine. Well, I wasn't in the Tearlaments meta. I never had a PC them time, so I really don't know how hype it was. But from what I've seen, Kashtira was the hypest. I was actually scared for Master. I was actually scared I would lose interest. Come I said, blow. I said to myself, me say back to back Kashtira players, me done. I'm coming in for login to play against Kashtira all day. For what? You see me? Kashtira was the most hype, and if they never did ban that super rare extra deck card, yeah, problems. That XYZ. The same person who spends everything on weather paint. Hold on. The same person who spends everything on weather painters can be more aware of the game and save for cards like Voiceless Voice and Temperature Dragon or Fiendsmith. You know what I mean? Castillo was annoying when Diablos was legal. Yeah? And Diablos, and you know they never did ban that Diablosis or what you want name. Trouble. Me that stop play for like a month or two. Me say find something else to do. Cause me nah zero. Me nah come in to see that same thing. Banish. Rip. Back row. Everything get wiped. You couldn't even play Pendulums. Pendulums was dead during that time. Anyway, enough of my ramblings. Let me